Special News Bulletin, Tracking Tropical Wave, Erin, August 11, 2025. Good day to all our viewers tuning in to today's special news program. It is Sunday, August 11, 2025, and while many parts of the United States remain focused on handling typical summer weather patterns, from inland heatwaves to coastal thunderstorms, on the other side of the Atlantic, a new weather phenomenon is drawing particular attention from meteorologists, a tropical wave that has just moved off the west coast of Africa. Today, we bring you a detailed national weather update, with key highlights from the east coast to the west coast, from the serene lakes of the Midwest to the sunny and windy shores of Florida. This is a potential tropical depression system located in the eastern tropical Atlantic. Based on observational data, it is moving into an area with favorable conditions for developing into a tropical storm. From the outset, we want to stress that the purpose of today's bulletin is not to cause alarm, but to provide accurate, transparent information so you understand the situation and can be prepared if an unfavorable scenario occurs. Tropical wave leaves the coast. Early signs of an active hurricane season. The main area of interest is the tropical wave now moving away from the West African coast and out into open waters. Satellite imagery shows that the system is moving steadily westward, with a developing structure of convective cloud bands becoming more defined. Particularly noteworthy, conditions are currently quite open for its development. Saharan dust levels are much lower than the early August average, and mid-level atmospheric humidity is high. These two factors combined help the wave maintain its convection and form a storm center. The Atlantic High, the steering wheel of the storm's fate. One of the most important factors influencing the storm's track is the subtropical high-pressure system over the Atlantic. If this high weakens or shifts, it will allow the system to curve northward and out to sea, away from land. On the other hand, if the high remains strong and stationary, it will act as a wind wall, pushing the storm directly westward toward the Caribbean or even the U.S. coastline. At present, forecast models differ in their assessment of the high's strength and position over the next 5 to 7 days, leading to varying track scenarios. Forecast models, strong consensus on storm, Erin, formation. The four leading global forecast models, GFS, US, ECMWF, Europe, CMC, Canada, and ICON, Germany, all currently lean toward the tropical wave developing into a tropical storm. If that occurs, it would be the first named storm of the Atlantic season this year, to be called Erin. However, this is still a monitoring stage. Meteorologists emphasize that it is not yet the time to implement storm preparation actions. This is the phase for gathering data, comparing models, and evaluating trends. Early alert for the Northeast Caribbean, heightened awareness. No action yet. The Northeast Caribbean, including the Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Saint Martin, and surrounding islands, is advised to increase vigilance. No immediate action orders have been issued because, if the system curves north early, impacts may be limited to large swells and offshore winds. However, if the high-pressure system remains strong, a westward track would put these islands in the direct impact zone. Scenario comparison, toward Bermuda or the Bahamas. Current models suggest two main scenarios. Scenario 1. The system approaches the Northeast Caribbean, then curves north toward Bermuda. Scenario 2. The system continues westward toward the Bahamas or even the southeastern United States. The common factor in both scenarios is high uncertainty beyond the 5-day forecast window. Small changes in the high's position or the system's speed could cause major shifts in its track. Risk of rapid intensification, the role of deep warm waters. A key factor of concern is the system's potential path over areas with deep warm waters, not just warm at the surface but with heat retained in deeper layers. When storms travel through such regions, energy from below is not quickly depleted, creating conditions for rapid intensification. Current intensity models, yellow range, suggest the system could strengthen from a tropical depression to a Category 1 hurricane within a few days. If combined with deep warm waters, there is a realistic potential for Category 2 to 3 development. Projected formation timeline, Wednesday to Thursday. based on GFS and ECMWF simulations. Storm formation is most likely to occur between Wednesday and Thursday this week. During this period, satellites and reconnaissance aircraft will be critical in pinpointing the storm's exact center and wind speeds. Improving track accuracy. Ocean impact. Dangerous for shipping. If the current track holds, Erin will generate large swells across a wide area by the end of the week, posing serious hazards to shipping routes between Africa and the Caribbean, Bermuda. Ships should closely monitor updates and adjust routes if necessary. Other disturbances, not the focus. While Erin is the primary focus, satellites have also detected scattered thunderstorms over the Caribbean, Mexico, and Central, South America. These are small-scale systems without current signs of storm development and are not the focus of monitoring at this time. Rainfall probabilities for the Eastern Caribbean 20% to 70%. Forecast maps show widely varying rainfall probabilities depending on the island, some around 20%, others up to 70%. These showers are indirect effects from the approaching low-pressure system, not yet from the storm's circulation. At this time, meteorological centers stress a clear message: continue monitoring. No urgent action needed yet. Residents in potential impact zones should keep daily updates, especially once forecasts pass the 3 to 5 day mark when accuracy improves. U.S. city weather highlights, August 11, 2025. New York, NY, sunshine dominates the day, with a light haze by midday. Temperatures range from 29 to 31 degrees Celsius, 84 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Ideal for outdoor activities. Afternoon sunshine will be softer, and by evening, cloud cover will increase, bringing a pleasant night at around 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Houston, Texas. The day starts with light sunshine at 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, rising to 32 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, by midday. Around 3 to 4 p.m., isolated thunderstorms may develop, bringing brief heavy rain. Skies will clear by evening with a slight temperature drop, making for a comfortable end to the day. Chicago, IL. A bright sunny morning will see temperatures peak at 33 degrees Celsius, 91 degrees Fahrenheit, by early afternoon. Around 6 p.m., clouds may build, with scattered showers or storms lasting into the evening. Temperatures will cool to 28 to 30 degrees Celsius, 82 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, overnight. But localized flooding is possible in low-lying streets. Los Angeles, CA. The morning starts mostly cloudy, with temperatures from 21 to 24 degrees Celsius, 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunshine breaks through by midday, warming to 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, 82 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Evening skies will be clear and mild at around 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect for beach walks or light outdoor activities. Miami, FL. A classic tropical pattern. Thick clouds and scattered thunderstorms develop by midday, with highs of 30 to 31 degrees Celsius, 86 to 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Rain chances continue into the evening but with reduced intensity. Nighttime stays warm and humid at around 28 degrees Celsius, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Overall, U.S. weather today is varied. The Northeast and West Coast enjoy periods of sunshine with scattered clouds, perfect for outdoor plans. The central U.S. and Gulf regions may see afternoon and evening thunderstorms, requiring caution to avoid travel disruptions.